Once again, we find the Mini Racers line absolutely running circles around the 155 scale Cars diecast line. I really need to stop letting this surprise me. Every single time a new Mini Racers wave is revealed, I'm absolutely blown away by what they choose to release, and this time is no different. We haven't seen a re-release of the original 155 scale Professor Z diecast since 2011. He has just never been re-released before. So getting a mini racer of him is really, really cool. Of course, a lot of Cars fans have been asking for Lemon diecast re-releases for the years, and this year we're finally getting them in the 155 scale diecast line, with a re-release of Tubbs Pacer and Vladimir Trunkov coming out later this year. And with Professor Z being added to the Mini Racers line, it's now only a matter of time until we get other characters like Greminacer. It's a really good time to be a Lemon fan in the Cars community right now. Anyway guys, welcome back to yet another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 2023 Mini Racers Professor Z 3-pack. Now, I don't think this 3-pack has a name. At least I couldn't find one. When it was first rumored, it was literally just called the Cars 2 TBD, to be determined, pack. I asked around, I tried to find out what the official name was. Unfortunately, I couldn't find one. So I'm just going to call it the Professor Z 3-pack. If you know what the official name of this pack is, please let me know in the comments. I would love to know. It, of course, includes re-releases of Mater and Holley Shiftwell and the new release of Professor Z. And on the back, you can, of course, see all three of them. Now, Professor Z is a very small Cars character, and his mini is a little big. Usually the Mini Racers line does a pretty good job with scaling down small characters, but I mean, yeah, he is kind of small, but still, they made him maybe a bit bigger than he should have been. Compare him to other small characters who have gotten minis like Luigi or more recently Suki. He certainly could have been shrunken down quite a bit, right? I mean, he looks absolutely great, but there really isn't all that much of a size difference between these two guys. In fact, I have a feeling that a lot of people who don't own the 155 scale Professor Z may be picking up this 3-pack just to get his mini, since he is quite a big mini. Again, I'm a little disappointed by that, since they usually do a pretty good job making smaller Mini Racer characters significantly smaller than the other ones. Professor Z is a bit smaller, but he is quite tall, so yeah. Anyway, start off by taking a look at Mater. You've all seen a Mini Racers Mater before. Nothing special here at all. Just another Mater for your collection. Moving on to Holley. I first reviewed Holley when she was first released last year, and I think Holley Shiftwell is one of the greatest looking Mini Racers of all time. For starters, her color scheme is better than anything the 155 scale line has ever given us. It was accurate from day one. It's even more accurate than the corrected Holley that first released last year and came out this year as a single. She looks absolutely great. The shaping on her is perfect. The color scheme is, again, the best I think I've ever seen on a piece of Holley merchandise. It has that perfect mix of light and dark purple and a great metallic sheen to it. Very, very movie accurate. I think probably the closest we're ever going to get on a Holley Shiftwell diecast. HS1201 as her license plate there, Holley Shiftwell logo, all the stuff you would expect to see from Holley. And while the 2022-2023 Holley 155 scale diecast does look great, again, I gotta say, this still knocks it out of the park. And now, finally, moving on to the main draw for the pack, the Professor himself. I gotta say, I absolutely love his facial expression. It's very similar to the Walmart 2-pack Mater Secret Mission Professor Z variant, which I don't have. But yeah, this sort of annoyed expression. I love when they give Professor Z this sort of annoyed expression. This expression that just says, everyone else around me is an idiot, and I'm a genius. I just love when they give him that expression. It's very in character for him. This annoyed, I'm smarter than you face. Of course, we have his monocle there, which is quite big. The monocle honestly looks to be the exact same size as the 155 scale one, which is pretty funny. We've got the Z logo there. Look at all of his pointy little teeth. Of course, we have the wireframing on the top, sort of pulled and manipulated to make it look like he has some hair going on up there. Always a fun detail. He really is a very well designed car. We got the letter Z on the side. Looks like it says, what, 1.50? Or Z50? Not quite sure exactly. Got his wheels there. Look at how small his wheels are. Look at how big the holes for the axles are in his wheels compared to the original diecast. Looking at them from the side, you could definitely see that he is quite a bit smaller than the regular Professor Z. Looking at him from the front makes them look quite a bit similar in scale, but he really is a lot shorter and quite a bit more square, whereas the original Professor Z is a lot more rectangular. Yeah, he definitely is a pretty short mini, which is good. I just wish he were a little bit shorter in terms of height. As well as in length. Again, it would have been nice if they made him a little shorter. I understand there's a lot of detail to pack into this guy, though. But still, just a tiny bit shorter would have been really nice. I mean, come on, look at him compared to Holley. He's huge compared to Holley. Then again, the Mini Racers line hasn't really cared about scale for years, but that's typically when it comes to larger characters. Like I said earlier, when it comes to smaller characters, they always go out of their way to make them smaller, and they did do that for Professor Z. I just wish they made him a bit smaller instead of just a bit shorter. Moving on to the back, we have his license plate, which reads nothing if my camera can't focus. Bad GA 58, or is that 56? 58, yeah. So he's a bad, yeah, 58. There's a look at the other side, and finally, there is a look at the base. Again, Professor Z is great to have in the Mini Racers line. Someone I didn't expect to see, in all honesty, at least not at any time soon. But he does look really great. And while he isn't the best when it comes to the Mini Racer series, he isn't the best in terms of scaling and all that. He still does get the squashed proportions that all the Mini Racers have, and he's a great addition to the collection. Like I said, I think a lot of people are probably going to pick this pack up just so that they have a Professor Z for their 155 scale collection. Hopefully, someday soon we see this guy again, but who knows. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.